There has been so much talk in recent years about all this bad shape the country's in, the violence and this, and the kids out of control, and it's just out of control. It's just, oh, Lord, what we're going to do. Well, see, I'm one of those people that don't think that's a big problem. When the American people used to eat food and had eating habits the way our parents and grandparents did, our ancestors did, we were not a weak, sniveling population. In recent years, we've become a nation of pissers, moaners, and whiners. Everybody's a wuss. Everybody's sensitive, just sensitive. That's why the kids are out of control. As long as we ate greasy, fried food, a lot of grease, we was in good shape. When we switched to rotisserie, the country took a dive. There's no men left in America anymore. When we cut off the grease flow to our brain, the backbone shrunk. We got men, grown American men, going out to lunch now, walking up to the counter and saying to the guy behind the counter, "Is that rotisserie?" I believe I can have a small piece if it's rotisserie. I can't eat the skin. Is it skinless? Ah, damn. We got men, grown American men, whose idea of breakfast now is a banana and a muffin. A muffin, God help us, they're eating muffin. And you wonder why the country's out of control? Ain't nobody in charge. You know this, rotisserie was only available in fast food chicken places in this country just 6, 8, 9 years ago. You know that. But it's not a new food item. They've been eating rotisserie in France for 200 years. But France is a wuss nation. That's why we always have to fight their damn wars for them. They never had no men over there. And now that's what's happening to us. You think about this. I'm going to make you feel better about classroom violence. Now, you follow my theory on this. And I say this tonight because I want you to leave here feeling better about everything. See, what we used to think was a big problem was a big problem. Our parents and forefathers, a big problem to them was seeing a son having to go off to war. That was something to worry about. And now, with this generation coming along, we're just paralyzed with fear. We're just worried silly over nothing. You know what the biggest fear in America is today? Secondhand smoke. What we gonna do? Look. Oh, look, he lit up. Get in the house. He lit up. Let me tell you something. If you have not said this already, you will in a few years, but you heard your parents or your grandparents say it. And that is, they'll say, "I don't think I'll ever be as happy again as I was as a small child." That was true yesterday, today, that'll be true forever. Small children will always be happier than adults because small children haven't learned yet that they're supposed to worry about their appearance, what they look like. That all becomes important when you approach your teens and you want to start going out with people. And when you look like I do, you end up dating some of the ugliest creatures, don't you? But I'm going to tell you, fellas, something. Once you get used to it, it ain't all that bad. I remember the first girl I went with in high school. I'm not going to say she was a dog, but when I met her, she was 15 years old. Now, that'd be 105 to me and you. And also, just to clarify one thing, I don't want you to think that I pick on Mississippi. I love that state. I love those people. I work over there quite a bit. I'm just upset with them because a few weeks ago, I got the only traffic ticket of my adult life down there. I'd always been told if you ever get stopped by the Mississippi State Police, don't be rude. Have a good sense of humor. Kind of joke around with the patrolman. Oh, I wouldn't do that again. No, I got stopped for speeding, and he said to me, he said, "Can I see your license?" And I said, if I can play with your gun. Well, but I'm gonna tell you something though, some of the best cornbread I ever had in my life was in their jail down there. You're my kind of people. But we gotta get out of here. I'm gonna leave you with a tip. Some night when you're sitting home watching television by yourself and you need a laugh and a commercial comes on, close your eyes during the commercial. And that way, if you're not looking at it, you will listen more carefully to what they're saying. And you will soon discover that during these commercials, they're telling us things we don't need to know. Information we don't want. You know the commercial for Preparation H? I'm not going to make fun of the commercial. That's what they say. They say that 30 million Americans have hemorrhoids. The first thought that comes to my mind is, wonder who counted. How would you go about applying for that job? You know, yeah, I'm here about the ad in the paper. Counting butts. See, this is a product manufactured for a very limited market. If you use Preparation H, you have a problem. Trust me, this is not an impulse purchase. It's not like you're just strolling down the aisle of the grocery store. You happen to see it on the shelf, and you said, my. I simply must try some of this. No. If you're buying it, you know what to do with it. But yet on every package of Preparation H you've ever seen, in big, bold letters, it says, use only as directed. You know what that means? Sometime in the past, some nut has said to his wife, honey, wonder how this would taste on crackers.
Who do we have representing the plaintiffs?
That's me, Your Honor. Harold P. Cheatham from Rob Cheatham and Steele at your service.
Go Cheatham. I mean, proceed, Lawyer Cheatham.
Your Honor, the law says a person cannot portray a private individual in a piece of fiction so that that person is identifiable, and at the same time hold that person up to ridicule and embarrassment in his own hometown. And that is exactly what's happened to my clients, these poor, miserable, pathetic people.
And that's exactly why I'm gonna throw the book at him. I'm gonna throw.
You all right?
I'm all right. Please continue.
As I was saying, Your Honor, this man sitting here purposefully and willfully held my clients up to ridicule and embarrassment. Therefore, he owes them damages and monetary compensation in the amount of $27 million.
$27 million?
Each.
Sounds fair to me.
Never intentionally put any people in this town in his songs. This whole thing is utterly ridiculous.
Your Honor, call to the stand, please, one Miss Charlene McKenzie. Miss McKenzie, do you know the defendant here, one Mr. Raybone Stevenson?
Don't you mean one Mr. Ray Stevens?
Whatever. How long have you known the defendant?
Since the first grade. Oh, but I ain't seen him since high school.
So he leaves out of here to become famous and just forgets that you are alive. Is that about it?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that at all. I just meant...
Miss McKenzie, did the defendant teach you how to drive?
Well, yes. Oh, no, you don't. But he didn't write that song about me. Well, I guess he did use my name.
Yeah. Doesn't the song say the girl is deaf?
Uh-huh.
Your Honor, a hearing impaired girl named Charlene McKenzie who can't drive. And the song further goes on to say,
A certified beauty. And yes, Your Honor, I did write the song about her.
A courtroom confession. Just like Perry Mason.
I demand a lawyer. Where's the public defender?
son, I'm the public defender, but I've got a case right now. Maybe I can handle your appeal. Everybody's got one person in their family or one close relative that is so stupid. It's the one you can't argue with. I tell you what, it's the same relative that keeps missing the 6 o'clock news because he don't know what time it comes on. I got an uncle that way. They did about my uncle. The bank called him up, told him that his account was overdrawn, so he mailed him a check. His dream in life is to own a 2-story mobile home. I told him, I said, Uncle Robert, there's no such thing. He says, well, they ought to be for people that's got money. Anyway, we was over at his house one night watching television. The Muppets had this TV special on. Miss Piggy come on the TV screen, and my uncle said, I bet you that's not a real pig, I just bet it ain't. I mean, I don't care how many degrees you got hanging on the wall, you can't argue with that idiot. Well, Uncle Robert, I believe you're right about that. Well, heck yeah, I'm right. Let me tell you something. I've been around pigs all my life. I will say this. From the neck up, the whole head. That looks authentic. But a real pig wouldn't wear a dress like that. He's the kind of guy that brags on his dog all the time. You ever heard somebody say this when they're bragging on their dog? They'll say, he don't know he's a dog. He don't. He thinks he's one of us. I tell him, I say, you paid $100 for that puppy. Get your money back. He's got brain damage. If he don't know he's a dog, he's going to spend his whole life running around wondering to himself, why am I barking? Every American should go to Huntsville, Alabama, once a year just to get in touch with reality. And let me explain that to you. The whole country is so complicated we can't keep up with it. The people of Huntsville are trying single-handedly to keep it simple, like God intended. Of course, now, if you're from Huntsville, you don't say Huntsville. You say Huntsville. But, now listen, the main thoroughfare through that city up there is Memorial Parkway. They built a big shopping mall there. They named it The Mall. I like that. Here's what they would have done somewhere else. They would have appointed committees, spent thousands of dollars to come up with just the right name. Not up there. They went to the people. And they said, what should we name this? And the people said, well, what are you building? They said, we're building a mall. And the people of Huntsville said, well, God, no. Yeah, I got a suggestion for you. let me tell you what my definition of an intellectual is. It's people just like me and you, except they believe there's life on other planets. Even if they don't believe it, they act like they do. See, people with common sense like you and I, we know there's no life on other planets. It's just us. If there was life on other planets, we'd have sent them some foreign aid by now. And see, I'll get back to what I was talking about, but let me take a detour here. And I know there's a lot of you in the room right now who believe, you genuinely believe that there's a life form out there more intelligent than us. Because if you believe in UFOs, that's what you believe. Because a lot of people believe in that we've been visited by UFOs. They hang around for a day or two and go back. I mean, come on now. We've been tracking them since 1947. Don't you find it odd that these super intelligent beings have the technology to go tens of millions of miles from wherever they're at down here to visit us, hang out for a few days, go back, never refuel or nothing, and nobody notices them? Now let's just look at it practically. Let's say that there is life on other planets. Right? And they've promised their kids a trip. It's a long weekend coming up. Oh, let's say Labor Day. And they say, hell, we'll go to Earth. And they're out in the driveway loading up the spaceship with the stuff they'll need. Bucket of chicken, tater salad, fuzzbuster. Well, you know they're going to be speeding. And the dad says to all the kids, all right, kids, if y'all got to pee, you better pee now. I'm not stopping every planet we come to. And they take off and they come all this way. Don't you think just once, since 1947, just once, wouldn't they have landed maybe in Orlando, seen Disney World or something? Times Square, the Grand Canyon, but no. They always land next to a hog pen in Arkansas. The best. Oh, it's good to work here. I tell you what, I don't have to travel. I hate traveling because of them damn airplanes. Oh, you see, you don't have to make jokes anymore. Just read the paper, watch the news. What's really going on should scare all of us out of the sky forever. You know that Northwest fired 3 pilots for being drunk. Drunk pilots. Damn. Now, how can you pull them over like DUI? You're not here like, well, hell, who's going to go get it? My Mustang's in the shop. You did. By the way, next time you fly Northwest, if you want to piss them off, here's how you can do it. When they come around to take your drink order, just say, I'll have whatever the pilots are having. They don't like that. You know how many Northwest pilots it takes to fly a plane? 2 1/5. And this right here is so bizarre that night after night as I do it, most of the audience thinks I made this up, but I did not. If you read the paper every day, you know this really happened. In recent months, there were 4 incidents of where a plane would be on the runway, and for no obvious reason, the engine would just fall off and hit the pavement. Do you hear me? The damn motor fell off. Y'all sound there like you see this every day. Like, now look, this is scary, but this is true. The FAA investigated. They said that was caused by a malfunction in the airplane toilet. The toilet. Do you see what they're telling us? Somebody flushed a commode and the damn motor fell off. So you listen to me. The next time you're at 30,000 feet and you're sitting there going, I don't think I can hold this any longer, think a damn yen. You know, I don't care if you your briefcase. Listen. See, look. And how often have you heard this? The very moment your friends find out you're afraid to fly, they will kill you with logic. They'll go, you know, more people die in car wrecks than they do plane crashes. I go, so? That's the way I want to go. Damn car wreck. Where I'm from, it's kind of like a tradition. Really, we don't have heart attacks in my family. We just hit damn trees. Usually on the weekend. Just out drinking. Well, see, folks, think about this. At least if you die in a car wreck, it'll give the kin people something to talk about at the funeral home. Have you ever noticed that? When someone passes away the result of an auto accident, at the funeral home, they won't talk about the dead guy. They'll talk about the damn car. They go, did you see the car he was driving? You ain't seen it. Why, it smashed all to hell. They still ain't found the steering wheel. Well, you can't even tell what kind of car that is. Well, I know what kind it is. I'm one that had the cosign for the damn thing. I mean, I know he's dead and gone. I ain't gonna stand out here and talk about him, but he never did have no credit. Everything he had was a cosign. And don't let this go no further. But his house wasn't even in his name. Hell no, his daddy bought that damn house. And besides that, folks, at least if you die in a car wreck, they can always retrieve the body. And we need that, because I'm Baptist. You give us something to embalm and some tater salad, we can have a funeral. This ashes in an urn ain't for us. Oh, hell no, we're going to throw dirt on somebody.
It was only 12 years ago that they officially categorized obesity as a disease. It's official. Obesity is a disease. Fat people can't help it. It's just like polio. Maybe someday they'll find a cure. Nobody in this room really believes that obesity is a disease. I mean, come on. Where do you folks think I caught this? Got too close to a fat person. They sneezed, now I got it. And real big people are always short-winded. And they should be. See, I'm short-winded. I'm probably more short-winded than anybody in here tonight. What do you weigh right here? What do you weigh? What do you weigh? 150. You're saying 150? A grown man. Are you? Are you sick? You know that. What's your name? What's your first name? Huh? R-O-D. Rod. R-O-D. Are you retired or working? You're working. What kind of work you do? I know there's no heavy lifting. I know that. But what kind of work you do? A surgeon. A surgeon? Are you a doctor? Well, I bet here's a good line you can use with your fat patients. Have you tried this, Rod? Try this. Look, you need to tell them. Matter of fact, they'll get a kick out of it. Say, look, honey, let me put it this way. You need to lose what I weigh. And, see what I'm saying? And look, don't misunderstand that. If you listen carefully, I never make fun of anyone for being overweight. That's part of my heritage. My whole family can carry their own shade with them. But anyway, here's what your friends say when they find out you're afraid to fly. I know I got sidetracked. They go, you know, more people die in car wrecks than they do plane crashes. I go, so? That's the way I want to go. Car wreck. Where I'm from, it's kind of like a tradition. We don't have heart attacks in my family. We just cross the median. Usually on the weekend. Just out drinking. Trying to outrun the repo man, somebody.
Well, look at it this way. At least if you die in a car wreck, they could always retrieve the body. And being Baptist, we need that. If you give us some embalming fluid and some tater salad, we could have a funeral. This ashes in the urn ain't for us. Now, we're going to throw dirt on somebody. If you hear a Baptist talk about cremating, that is not a full-blood Baptist. He probably married outside his faith. If you hear a Baptist talk about burning something, it's going to be biscuits or leaves. It's not going to be Uncle Larry, you know. So. Now, you all know this. We do. We respond to every tragedy in life with food, a covered dish. We'll knock on somebody's front door and go, sorry to hear about your son-in-law. Here's some baked beans. We would come in for a minute, but Walmart closes at 12.
You know what we got now, what I think? It's what I call the pass the law generation. The pass the law generation. It's a whining. There's no, I ain't talking about the male species, they'll always be around. But men, as my father was, and as your father was, you know, we got the young generation of men coming along. This Phil Donahue Oprah syndrome got to them. You know, these non-smoking, granola munching, anemic-looking, limp-wristed house husband sons of This is right. Driving a Hyundai and like it. Love to go to the mall and pick out drape patterns. Here's why I call them the whining generation. You know, we've been electing them to office now. Here's how it works. That man just bought a handgun. Pass the law and make him stop. That man just lit a cigarette. Pass the law and make him stop. That man just got on a bicycle without a helmet. Please pass the law and make him stop. That man just told an ethnic joke and it hurt my feelings. Could you please pass the law so he can't do that no more? Here's what got me on the subject, these curfew laws. As I travel from city to city, one after another are enacting curfew laws for teenagers. And here's the sad part, is that most adults, by the surveys they conduct, most adults now support curfew laws for kids. I don't. It scares me to death. For 70 years, when the Soviet Union had curfew laws for its private citizens, and let's define what a curfew law is. That's a form of government telling a private citizen what time he has to be back in his own driveway at night. Well, when the Soviet Union had those laws, and we still had men in this country, we would have gone to war over that. And now we got this young, wimpy, weak generation. They can't take care of their own damn 13-year-old kid. They want the mayor to do it. Ah, damn. Oh. It just, you think, listen, you think my daddy needed a law to get my butt home by 12? No. When my daddy made a threat, I knew he had the strength to follow through because I knew what he had for breakfast.
We should take care of ourselves. We shouldn't be gluttons. But you know what, though? Life is short. You got to enjoy the day. It's just a cookie. It's just an ice cream cone. That's all that is. You know? That's all that is. It's food. It's food. That's all that is. You know? Oh, good Lord. And we all feel better if we just quit using the word disease so often. The word disease makes us think we're sicker than we really are. It's appropriate in some cases. It's overly used. Previous generations had heartburn. They take a nickel's worth of Alka-Seltzer and keep on moving. Not us. We're all victims now of acid reflux disease. I can't come to work today. I'm burping. But you know what? We've all got some. It's what I call the alphabet disease. We do like ADD, COPD, COPS, RA, RLS, PAD. Of course, some of it's just BS. Yeah. Now, folks, here's what got me on this soapbox, because it hit so close to home here. It was only a little bit after a year ago, about a year ago, they officially categorized obesity as a disease. Obesity is a disease. Fat people can't help it. It's just like polio. Maybe someday they'll find a cure. Nobody in this room really believes that obesity is a disease. Now, where do you folks think I caught this? Got too close to a fat person. They sneezed. Now, hell, I got it.
Here's how ridiculous that health craze is getting. There's a lot of guys, maybe some guys in this room tonight, who actually have a membership at a local gymnasium. A membership that they bought. They bought it. They damn bought it. I know one fool that had it financed. He's making payments on it. These are grown men. They keep a membership card in their wallet. They have to show that to get in. Look, I'm a member. Can I come in? Like the rest of us is going to be trying to crash a damn gym. If you have a membership at a gymnasium, in layman's terms, here's the meaning of that. That means you went to a businessman in your community and you said to him, look, if I give you part of my hard-earned money, will you let me come in here every day after work and lift something heavy? And the guy goes, well, yeah. You got any stupid friends you can bring with you?
I never make fun of anyone for being overweight. That's part of my heritage. I just kind of poke fun of their mannerisms, the habits, the way they talk, you know. And we've all known these people. Maybe a cousin or an aunt, the ones that stand like 4'8", but top out at 385. And they'll go, I don't know why in the world my feet hurt like they do. And I'm thinking, I'll take a stab at it. But you know what? I had two of my aunts were real obese. I had two aunts. They lived to be way in the 80s. One lived to be 84, one lived to be 88, and they were extremely obese. Matter of fact, my dad, God rest his soul, would make jokes about Aunt Margaret. He'd say, if you find her in the hallway, it's just as easy to jump over and just go around. And real big people are always short-winded. Hell, I'm short-winded. I'm probably more short-winded than people like, well, damn. I can't pick on you folks. Y'all look healthy. Usually I like to find one skinny guy up front. Like last night in Huntsville, Alabama, there's a guy sitting about where you're sitting. He weighed 145. A damn grown man. And I said to him, are you sick? So, how much you weigh? Huh? 3. Damn, you look good though. What's your first name? Matthew? What kind of work you do? What? I run a machine shop. See, you got a real job. America needs you. You really. How much you weigh? 230. I'll be down. Really, I am so proud of y'all. What's your first name? Yeah? Bo? I'll be down. What kind of work you do, Bo? Huh? Railroad. Know the right car? How much you weigh? 255? 265. All right. What kind of work you do? Railroad. Oh, y'all know each other? I'll be down. Y'all must be related. Are you? Oh, okay. What kind of work you do? Huh? What'd you say? Corvette. Bowling Green? Damn. I've got a Corvette in my garage. It's a 1994 hardtop convertible with less than 20,000 miles on it. Yeah. And the reason it don't have any mileage on it, hell, I can't get in it. But hell, I like looking at it. How much you weigh? 200? I'm so proud of you. Are you working or retired? Retired from what? What? The Army and what else? Oh, farming. Oh, I thought you said Army. Farming is more important. Well, I'm so proud of you folks. You look good. You're eating good.
And I hope I'll live long enough. Now, I've been all over the country, and I know that there's more good people out there than bad. I know there is, because I've been all over the place. It's just we think everything's out of control because we don't want to take responsibility no more. Like this classroom violence. Now, you figure this out. This is going to make you feel good, because I don't think there's no problem to that at all. The first schoolhouse was built in 1621, a year after the Pilgrims landed. Now, let's think about this. For the next 370 years, think about that. 370 consecutive years, there was no such thing as a small child taking a weapon into the classroom. It's a brand new thing in society. You know why? If I was 12 years old, or you, if I was 12 years old and had a handgun, you know what my daddy would have done with it? Shoved it up my and then he'd have dared me to But my daddy was a man. He had a backbone like a steel rod, and he was in charge. You know what ruined us? This gender equity sensitivity BS. You know, you can't spank your kid, that's abuse. We'll have a family meeting. Let's have a family meeting. Yank, yank. You know? Nobody likes to hear me say this because it's so true. I'm the only person that can tell you the exact day classroom violence will end. The day the teacher shoots back. All we need to do is open fire on these rugrats just one time. And from that day forward, every parent in America will suddenly have time to search the kid's bedroom. They'll search his dresser drawer. And before he leaves for school, they'll search him. And they'll say, you better not have no damn gun. That teacher will kill your ass. You know, see?
Now, some of y'all may know already, I've had this lifelong fear of air travel. I don't mind flying, say, once a year, just to catch up on my drinking and my praying. To me, there's no such thing as a safe airplane. At 30,000 feet, if something comes loose and falls off, it's pretty much over. It's not like you can go, shh. Where's that noise coming from? I'm gonna pull off up here and see what that is. And they know it's not safe. That's why they overly brag about their safety features. They seem to be especially proud of their flotation seat. Every single flight, regardless of the destination, they talk about the flotation seat. Even got a video they show the passengers now, where it's located, how to use it, how to get to it, how to strap it on. That's going to save our life if they make an emergency landing in the ocean. And see, psychologically, if they know what they're doing, that makes us feel better just knowing that's on the aircraft. But then if we stop to think, I'm like, well, hell, I'm taking off in Georgia. We're going to be landing in California. There ain't no damn ocean. If you want to make me happy, show me a seat that's going to bounce out of a cornfield. And look what's been in the news in recent years. Drunk pilots. Drunk pilots. Damn. Who's going to pull them over? By the way, next time you get up there next time you're on a plane and they come around and take your drink order, just say, I'll have whatever the pilots are having. They don't like that. And let me
tell you something. If you have not said this already, you will in a few years, but you heard your parents or your grandparents say it. And that is, they'll say, I don't think I'll ever be as happy again as I was as a small child. That was true yesterday, today, that'll be true forever. Small children will always be happier than adults because small children haven't learned yet that they're supposed to worry about their appearance, what they look like. That all becomes important when you approach your teens and you want to start going out with people. And when you look like I do, you end up dating some of the ugliest creatures. But I'm going to tell you fellas something. Once you get used to it, it ain't all that bad. I remember the first girl I went with in high school. I'm not going to say she was a dog, but when I met her, she was 15 years old. Now that'd be 105 to me and you.